Hello. Welcome to the first Simply Together show in 2026. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. I hope everybody had either a good Christmas and New Year, or whether you've just had a break because you don't celebrate Christmas, whatever it is. I hope everybody is well. The weather outside.
It's frightful.
Listen, stop snowing.
We won't talk about that.
It's cold, and there was some snow.
Absolutely,
just a snow, but it's now gone. I don't. Are we getting some more? Do we know if we're getting some more?
It's coming across between now and 2-ish.
Okay.
So
but you need your coat, you need your coat, you need your cardi, you need your vest, you need the whole flipping lot. Hat, gloves, everything. So, how are you doing, Shelley?
I'm okay. Been backwards and forwards all around the place all the way through Christmas. Not like Christmas celebrating, as in looking after different people, catching up with people, but I think I've managed to survive through this season. I think it's the best way to describe it. And the snow's put me off.
So just to remind you that whilst you're looking after everybody else, you need to be looking after yourself, because I know what you like. Okay,
I was being good.
Just remember that. Okay, that's fine. Nikkei, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm excellent. Thank you very much. I enjoyed the season. I enjoyed it. What I usually do, because I'm not working. Anytime when I'm not working is a season, and it's good. Christmas was good because I was away. It was sunny, and New Year's was just New Year's. We don't really do much for it, so it was nice. The break was really good.
Okay.
Made me kind of
and it was
reflect and be grateful.
Sunny in Tenerife.
Oh, it was Marbella in December. Yeah, that was good.
Oh, you went to Marbella? Okay.
Yeah. So that was really good. There was
nice.
18 of us there.
Oh wow!
Was it 18? Yeah, or it might be 20. Oh yeah, it was 18 of us that played. Okay. And then, but on the day there was 22 of us because another family joined us. So it was really good.
Wow.
So obviously with all the things what we talked about Christmas, you had that to compare with, and then the fact that you were all traveling, and it was very interesting.
Excellent.
What about you, Mr. Seal?
It was lovely. I thought Christmas was going to be really quiet, but we had a few unexpected guests, so that was really nice. My bestie Carolyn and her husband, who normally spend Christmas evening with us, but we didn't think we was going to get to see them. They just turned up before they left to do a 2.5-hour drive home. So that was really lovely. And then I went to Ellesmere Port to see my brother and stayed there over New Year. And my mate and her husband then came over because they're only 40 minutes away. So we had them New Year's Eve as well.
Nice.
And that was very nice. We just stayed in and ate and played games and had a drink or two or three. Or maybe 4.
Suspected rum.
The suspect rum keeps coming out because every flipping time he goes to a shop, he has a look to see what is different. And it's like, come on now. Just the same old rum will do me fine. I don't need a different one. But yes, we were drinking that. It was he bought it in Aldi's, and I think it was a honey rum or something like that.
Nice.
It was drinkable.
I saw that.
It was drinkable. It was okay.
Yeah. I did say that.
Right,
Good.
girls, have we got
Okay.
any
Yeah.
peaches
It
left?
was. Have we got any what left?
Have we got any peaches left?
Oh, you took my question. That's what I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask.
I needed to get it first.
Oh, you gotta tell Pat why
hidden
what,
some.
you gotta tell her.
Oh,
No, they're not hidden.
ooh.
Not hidden.
Pamela, they always
So-
have peaches and brandy. They go mad for them, and Cecile has now stocked up on them.
It's
Peaches
Cecile's
and
fault, by the way.
brandy.
Just so you know, it's all Cecile's fault.
It is all
It's not
Cecile's
my
fault, yes.
fault. It's not my fault. It's
It
my
is. I
mum's
hadn't heard
fault.
of them
She
until
started
you
them.
mentioned them. You mentioned them on the show the other
Well,
year. And I'm like, what is that?
Okay, so that's my fault. That is my fault. But my mum started it, and it's just carried on from
Okay.
there.
The
And
tradition.
it is a tradition, and you buy them. Well, these ones I get in Waitrose. That's the only thing I buy in Waitrose at Christmas time.
Mhm, mhm.
They're not. It's not the cheapest shop, is it? But anyway,
No.
we've got
Good
Marks and
quality
Spencer's
then.
coming, and they sell them as well.
Yeah.
So next year I'll get them from M&S.
But is it the same
But
brand though?
So
It is.
I used to buy one jar. No, it's a different brand, but they are still very good.
Oh,
They are
right.
Yeah.
still very good. We used to buy one jar, and then as my children got older, all of us want to eat them. So now I buy 2 or 3 jars,
Mhm.
and there's only one left. That's all there is.
We have to hold
So
on to that
yeah,
one.
so I had some. I had some before I went. But anyway, enough about the peaches and the Christmas and the New Year, because we're now in January.
Yeah.
Life is back to normal, isn't it? We're all back to work. So we do have a guest who's been sat there very patiently. How are you doing, Pam?
I'm doing exceptionally well. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's lovely to be with you all.
Lovely to have you. Lovely to have you.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about your day job, what you do on a
Mhm.
daily basis, and then you can tell us about what else you're doing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, recently, back in October, after a long career in local authority with special needs and education, I had some time out from work to decide what I wanted to do, which I'll talk about later. And I started working for an organisation in Luton called Luton Rights. Nice little organisation that help people in Luton and surrounding areas who have problems with maybe debt, housing problems, council tax issues. They may want to apply for a benefit and they're not quite sure how to do it, or they've been turned down for getting certain benefits and they want to appeal. So they will come to us and we'll help them as much as we can to do that. It's a really enjoyable job. You get to see a lot of what goes on in Luton and a lot of the struggles that people in Luton have.
Okay.
It's a very humbling job. It makes me very grateful, that I have what I have. It's not a lot, but I'm grateful for what I have. And it helps you to see other people in a different light. Whereas before, people can be quite judgy, when you look at people's backgrounds and you see where they've come from, what they have to deal with. And sometimes they just want someone to talk to. Sometimes they know how to fix a problem, but they just want to speak to somebody, just offload what's on their minds and their hearts. And we're there to listen to them. So, yeah, I've really, really enjoyed it. It's been 3 months. My 3-month probation is up today. And thankfully I've got through.
Oh, well done.
Excellent. Well done.
Got through. Yeah. It's a 1-year contract, which is good because, if either side isn't feeling it anymore, they can either say, okay, Pam, we've run out of funding, or I can say, well, actually, no, I want to move on now and do something else. But this is lovely because it's giving me another aspect of what people are living with and suffering with. A lot of what I deal with, which we will talk about later, is to do with young people and the struggles that their families go through. Excuse me.
Yeah.
But there is another side. There is another side. So, you know, you see the food banks, you know, you see people literally homeless, just the stuff they've got in their bags, they've got nowhere to go. And it just, like I said, it humbles me very much. I really enjoy my job at the moment. I really do.
Okay, so just a question then. What does it feel after working within local authority, etc., etc.? What does it feel like to then take a job with just a year's contract? Is that scary?
No, not at all. Not at all. For me, I'm not very risk averse. And a lot of the jobs that I've had have been a year's contract. This is a year's project.
Wow.
This is a year's, and I like that because it doesn't hold me back. It keeps me hungry. It keeps me hungry.
Yeah.
And it keeps me looking for the next thing that's going to move me on. I think the last permanent job I had ended in 2015. So for the past 10 years, I've just had contracts here, contracts there. I've done agency work here, there. And it's lovely because it takes me in different directions. I have the freedom to move along. You know, that being said, yeah, there is the risk that you are told that a job will last a certain length of time. And for certain reasons, it doesn't. So I was in a job which was supposed to be a 2-year project. It turned out to be a 1-year project. And I was left with no work. But then again, I was able to make contact with people, ask if they had anything going. And again, I was able to get work. So yeah, it does not scare me at all. In fact, the opposite scares me, that I'd be in a permanent job.
Yeah.
And I've got to stay there. It makes me quite antsy. But the other side, no, I'm not risk averse that way. No. Not at all.
Does it, if you was in a permanent job then, does that kind of make you feel like you can't get out of it if you're in a permanent one?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I kind of shy away from those ones with a short contract, but I can see that
it's
actually
the mindset, isn't
some
it?
people it just keeps them motivated.
It does. Yeah.
So again,
it's a particular mindset.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not about it's not me being blasé about it. There were times, you know, especially when the job I had ended in April and I had no work. You know, I was looking, but there was no work. The job market is really very difficult at the moment. And I was looking, applying. Sometimes you hear something back, sometimes you don't, sometimes you don't have the right qualifications. Even though you do, it's trying to persuade people that you have these qualifications. But I've always been of the mindset that I don't actually want to work for anyone. I want to do my own thing, my own way.
Yeah.
So having a job with a short lifespan, like I said, it keeps me hungry, keeps me looking, and it keeps me focused on what it is I really want to do. So
which then leads on to what you've then put together.
So
so tell us about that.
So as you know, Cecile, I have my oldest son, Cameron, who's now 29. He lives with autism, which was something completely new to me. It was like a maze. I describe it as a maze. You're given this diagnosis and you're told, okay, well, here's a bunch of leaflets and a bunch of phone numbers, because internet wasn't too big back then. Off you go. And I had to figure out a lot of things myself, especially, and I was a single mum at the time. It was very, very difficult. A lot of the things I found out was either by accident or by word of mouth. It was too late. And then you've got this young boy who's growing and needs support. And I needed support as well. but I didn't have anyone to talk to, anyone to share my worries with. And then fast forward 9 years later, I get married and we have another son, and he's also autistic, and again, it's okay. Nothing's really changed in that 9 years.
In that space of time,
nothing has really changed. The internet came, the internet was there, but to have someone, and you'd think that after having my first son, I'd know it all, and I'd, when we get the diagnosis for the second child, I'd be okay about it. But it's a different kind of, it's different. And I still needed to talk to someone, and that is when I started to really have, well, from having Cameron, I had a real interest in special needs and how we support families. It's not about the children. I think the services are out there to help the children, but for the families who have to deal with these children day in, day out, as well as other things. In one of my videos, I said, you've got to, hold things together and keep things together. You still got to work, you still got bills to pay, you still got different hats that you have to wear, whether you're a mum, a dad, or a carer.
Yeah.
But to have somebody that actually understands what you're going through and to guide you through the different things you're going to face, I think is priceless. I never had that. So I thought, okay, I'll do it myself. If it's not out there, I'll do it. Another worry I had was the future. Families with special needs have massive anxiety about the future. Who's going to watch my child if I'm gone? Are they ever going to work? Are they ever going to be okay? You worry about the future all the time. And especially when it comes to employment, for people with special needs, it's hard. Like I said before, the job market is hard. For someone with special needs or neurodiversity, it's even harder. I couldn't find any support to help my first son, Cameron, or even Elijah to find work. And I witnessed firsthand the injustice when it comes to interviewing, the rights that young people have to have support with interviews. It's not there. It's not there. So I thought, okay. So then I set up, all I heard from talking to other families was, my child just needs a chance. They just need a chance. If they just had a chance. So I set up the Chance Hub, which is, I started it in October, and it's very, very small. It's just getting off the ground. The website's up, chancehub.org, and it's going to be like a one-stop shop. We're not in competition with anybody. We want to get all the services that exist together so that families can go online now and see everything in one place, rather than having to go to one website for one thing, one website for another. We want to be able to recruit people who have that lived experience, so that a parent can ring up and say, look, my child's just been suspended from school again. I'm at my wit's end. I don't know what to do. We don't have the answers, but we can say, okay, look, have you tried this? Have you tried that?
Yeah.
We're not telling them what to do. The parents know kind of what to do. They just need to be able to regroup, calm themselves down so they can do the best for their children. It's about empowering the parents to do the best for their children, because another thing that we do as SEND parents is we give the power to everybody else, and they tell us what we need to do or what the problem is, when really they should be empowering us to manage those children, because they're only in a school for a certain number of years and then they're off. No longer the school's problem. What next? So we just want to help families to look to the future with confidence, knowing that they're doing the very best for their children and that they have people there to champion them on. That's it, really. We don't fight. We're not fighting. We're not helping families to fight, because I've done my fair share of fighting. I don't have any fight left in me.
So, Pam, when you say that, are you saying that is literally purely a support group, or is there some level of advocacy that's also involved?
There is a small level of advocacy, which we want to get involved in as we get bigger and get that funding in. But at the minute, it really is more like a support.
Okay.
It's to support. So we are not going to be lobbying. We're not going to be demonstrating, anything like that. And there's nothing against parents or families that wish to do that. But sometimes it doesn't always help. Sometimes you just need to go around things in a peaceful way. That's how I've managed to get through my Sen journey, is by not seeing people as enemies or being against us. It's not that. The services that are out there are also dealing with very limited funding. You know, they may not be able to provide the things they want to for us. Schools are not against us, you know, but sometimes it can seem that they're not listening, they don't care. It's not that, it's just that they have a lot of children to deal with, not just ours.
Yeah.
What we need to do is just focus on ours, focus on our journey in a peaceful way without being fighty. I've never been fighty. So as it's my organisation, I don't want to be getting involved in that kind of thing. There are some projects that we want to roll out this year. We're going to start small, to do with getting employers in Luton to give work experience to young people. They need that. Children with special needs, they need to have something that they've done to show that they've had the experience. So that's what we're working on at the minute.
So whilst you've been talking, Shelley has been nodding and nodding and nodding.
Shelley's face.
Shelley's ready. Go on, Shelley.
Yes, Shelley.
The reason when I sent this out on Facebook to say who was having as the guest on today and just confirming that, I always use the word warrior, because not that parents and carers and aunties and uncles are fighters. They know they need to stand their ground and be heard, because they're the only person that knows their child.
Exactly.
And if you know one person with autism, you know that person with autism.
That's right.
Same with ADHD. Everyone is completely different with a completely different twist. I always use, sorry, Aaron, Amanda, my nephew, for better of a word, he's classed as non-verbal, always has been classed as non-verbal, but the only thing he doesn't do is speak. His brain, when he was at school, he was sitting there and he was doing not just A-level computing, he was and this has been when he's in a high school situation, he was doing stuff that they were doing at universities. I talk to him via WhatsApp. He will gather all the information during the day about different bits of politics or news. He knows, for me, it's news about like TV shows, movies, music. He'll gather all of that. He will find the news report for that, and then he'll put his own piece to it. Now, he doesn't necessarily need me to answer. He wants to know that we can have this conversation at some point. He's giving me that information. But because he was classed as non-verbal, even at a special needs school, when it came to lockdown, the homework that he was given was, have you brushed your teeth?
I know.
Have you used your head?
I know.
And he was actually physically saying on a video call like this, why are you telling me this? You are not teaching me anything.
That's right.
You are a teacher. You're not teaching me.
That's it.
They didn't bother putting him forward for GCSEs. In fact, he failed his maths GCSE. Do you know why he failed it first time? like the test thing that he did, because he didn't give out the workings out. He knew what he was doing. Why have I got to tell him how I worked it out?
Yeah.
But he was marked down for it.
Yeah.
So
I get you.
that first test of a GCSE, it was like, you won't pass if we put you in for the exam. You got to show me workings out.
Yeah.
Why have I got to? I know it.
Yeah.
But it does show you that these parents are out there. They're having to find all this stuff.
Yeah.
All the councils and all the governing bodies were, you have to fight for the money for some of these services. Things like Fun, which is a charity.
Yeah.
That you're having to fight for it, and you're having to give all the details. So even if you get money off of Children in Need, for instance, that's paying for part of your project for all year. But you're having to give them feedback every month about what your child has, what the children have got from this project.
Yeah.
So it's not that you're just given money. You're having to fight for the money, and then you're having to fight to keep getting the money.
Yes.
At the minute, I'm not a trustee at Fun anymore, but when I left, it was the difference between Luton Borough Council and Central Bedfordshire Council. One was wanting to pay for something and another one wasn't. But what do? Do you then say to the parents, we can give you this free, but we can't give that child it free because your council doesn't want to pay for it?
I know.
Big, huge building that we can do all these different bits and pieces in.
Yeah.
And it's these parents, the people that are looking after these SEN children who turn into adults that are still SEN. They're not. You've got a child who doesn't suddenly go away when they become an adult.
Thank you.
That you're having to be fully grounded and arguing your point all the time.
All the time
for anything and everything. Even those people out in, when you go shopping, sometimes people will turn around and look. Even when I've got Aaron with me, who's now 21, that you're going round, and he does make noises because he's excited about something.
Cool.
And you still then get looks, and I'm like, don't slap anyone today. Don't slap anyone today. I want to just turn around and look, and they look at me and they'll go like, what?
That's right. Yeah.
I know, mate.
I did a video about that a couple of weeks ago, about when my son would be out and he'd be stimming or singing or and you'd find yourself, Shelley, don't you? You look at other people to see what they're looking at.
Like that,
and you shouldn't have to. But you find yourself explaining.
It was quite a few years ago now, but it hasn't really taken off. We went to the first time that Disney put on The Lion King for anyone Sen, and it hasn't been kicked off anymore with any of the other theatres. But the actors on stage said that they were surprised that they had the best time performing because they got the immediate feedback from the children, and the adults, because they were all stimming. They were just left to it. You could take them off into a calm room if they got too much, but all of them were stimming. Me and my best mate, we were going to be crying anyway because it's The Lion King and that's one of our favourite movies, let alone going to see it at the theatre. But because all the kids were joining in, and they came out and they said, it's going to get a bit scary, but don't worry, something else is then going to happen. It's all going to be fine. Before they started the show, they had some of the characters come out all in costume. And all the kids were just going with it, and they were running up and down. Some of them like doing the spinning, some of them doing the vocal stims. It was just so nice to have a theatre full of kids that could just be themselves.
Wow, what was that at the Lyceum Theatre, Shelley?
At the Lyceum, and that was, I'm talking 15 years ago.
It's a long time.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And I know because it was Disney were picking up on the whole thing.
But
I think it's so sad that we're 2026 and people are still staring. I did 30 years in social care, and it was like that years ago, and we come to
Yeah.
now, and people are still.
They're
It's
still.
I can
ridiculous,
understand
really.
if you've got if they're having what someone would perceive as a temper tantrum, for instance.
Yes.
I can understand a
Yes.
stare,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
to carry on staring,
Yeah, that's the problem.
and
Yeah, there's
being
a
around it so often, I can tell. You can quite often tell the difference, and it's
yes,
kind of, you almost want to go up to the parent and say, "Look, I'm with you. It's fine.
yes,
Just get through it. However you
Yeah.
need to get
yeah,
through it.
that's right.
That's all you need."
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
And that was how fun
So
started.
you've started this
being able
off.
to
Is it just you on your own?
At the moment, it's myself, and because we started off as a community group. Legally, there has to be 3 of us. So there's myself. There's my friend Tina. Tina has a son with autism, Christopher, and he's just started college. And she's gone through the same kind of journey as I have. I'm way ahead of her, but she's on her journey with the same issues that I had. But Christopher's amazing, absolutely amazing young man, and he went to special school in Dunstable. He's now at college in Luton. And then my young friend Naomi. So Naomi doesn't have children. She's not married, but she lives with a disability, which limits her quite a lot in what she'd like to do. But when she was working with families with children with disabilities. So she gets it. She understands it. So for the legalities of it, I've got Tina and I've got Naomi. But at the moment, it's me that's driving everything with my vision. And then once we get the funding, we've applied for a little bit of funding. We get to find out about it, I think, toward the end of this month. And then Tina and
Fingers crossed.
Naomi. Yes, I'm really, really hoping. But you know what? Even without the money, I've said I don't need funding for this. I don't need funding. This is what I want to do.
Yeah.
I'm not relying on the local authority or anybody else to do it. I've got to go out there and get in touch with those parents, get in touch with those employers, speak to families and let them know that we're out there. The website is there. Keep in touch with the website, keep up to date with us with what we're doing. Support us if you can. That would be amazing. All it takes is one. We just need like one young child, one willing parent, one willing employer to get the ball rolling. And then we'll see how it goes. But it's exciting. It's something that's really, like I've said, it is a really weird way to say it. I've been pregnant with this since 2000 and whatever. Yeah, and I'm giving birth to it now, and I want to watch it grow. So.
Excellent.
Yeah, but I'm really.
That's fantastic.
From small
Thank
things.
you.
I mean, that's how the charity fund started. It's Families
Yeah.
United Network, and it was parents that got together because there was nowhere safe that they could take their children during
That's
the
right.
summer holidays, that the kids could just play. So between the parents, they got together and hired out a school hall and got some equipment. Everyone brought their own toys in and stuff, and that was how it started. To how the charity is now, all those many years later.
Yeah, so inspirational.
Parent.
Very inspirational. It's lovely because I haven't been there for a while because my boys are grown now. But what was I going to say? The last time I was there, the size of the place and the things, they had someone come in with exotic animals.
Oh yeah, that's always the best day. It's the
What live ones?
live animals. We have
Yes,
there's one that's farmyard animals, and there's the exotic people that come. So they've got snakes, they've got spiders, they've got all sorts. So I said, I'm happy with the snake. Come anywhere near me with a spider, I will scream. And the kids thought it was hilarious.
So
it's amazing.
Is it snakes and spiders? What else did they bring in?
So they had all exotics. So it was, they had all sorts of different types of those kind of. But then you have the farmyard people come in. So there's chickens, there's rabbits, there's the dog comes. Yeah, they do all sorts. They do all sorts there. Yeah, because
they had the chinchillas as well, didn't they?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, really, really nice.
You were just smiling away like this is like, you know, handling these snakes and all of that is just an everyday thing. My internet's crap.
Yeah, I stayed well away.
Yeah,
it was nice to watch, but I wasn't going anywhere near those animals. But yeah, Elijah and Cameron, they loved it.
Wow.
Would you touch them, Nico?
No, I would look.
No, okay, no.
There's no time.
You have a look. That's as far as it goes. No.
Yeah, but
okay.
I would be extremely fascinated, and I'm probably more likely to be fascinated by the person handling the animal, because I'm like, how could they touch them? How are they not scared? How have they managed them?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
But it's still very interesting though. And I can imagine the kids were beside themselves. That just sounds really good. Cool.
So that was always the busiest day.
Oh, dear.
So you've got what you're doing, what you're birthing first.
Yeah.
You know, you want to get employers. So what is that Shelley, what is that organization that we were involved with? Is it employability?
Yeah.
Is that what it was called?
Yes. There was an employability. Yeah.
Are they the employability network, or is it just the? No, it wasn't just called the employability, was it?
No, yeah.
Are they still operating? Are they still?
As far as I'm aware, I think they are.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have to have a look into that.
Yeah, because it was part of.
Yeah.
Because I know there was an organisation in Luton called the Shore Trust. When my younger one was looking for work, he needed support in interviews.
Okay.
But he wasn't old enough. And when he was old enough, they stopped doing it. They stopped providing support for people with special needs, to have someone there with them during an interview, because that's the thing. And I think a lot of interviewers, a lot of employers, they talk the talk about supporting SEND, but when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, they still don't have it. There was one time Elijah went for an interview, and I was able to sit in with him to support him. And one of the questions they asked was, what will you bring to this job? What will you bring? And he said, I'll bring my lunchbox and my uniform.
Yeah.
What do you mean? He took it literally.
Yeah.
He took that literally. But and the how to reword that interview so that what did you learn at school that you can use in this job? That kind of thing. But they had a script.
Yeah.
And they were sticking to that script. So she was lost. My son was lost. I felt, well, my goodness, if I jump in now and try and explain, am I jeopardizing my son by speaking on his behalf? Things like that.
Yeah.
Things like that. Jobs where
because that
Did can I ask you, Pam?
yeah, because that's
sure.
that's the question, isn't it? What are you going to bring to this job? They've been using that question for years.
Yes.
And they need to change it. They need to change it. What skills have
you
you got? Something they
well,
do.
it's funny
Yeah,
you should say that,
just even when I've gone for an interview. Say again.
No, I was going to say, but it's not really. Well, maybe they do need to change the question. But I personally look at the person that's doing that interview. I mean, to me, it stands out. There was a little bit of irony there, because one of the standard things that they say you need for employment is communication. And if that person didn't recognise the fact that they've asked the question and very understand that they're not getting the answer that they would expect, then there's something wrong with that person. It's not even necessarily.
Well, there is. Exactly. You're right, Nikkei, because when you complete that application in the beginning, they ask you if you've got a disability, and do you need any especially reasonable adjustments made, to say, please can you just speak clearly, don't use flowery words when you don't say one thing when you mean another.
Exactly.
Just speak clearly. Use eye contact with me. But yeah, he put all that in his application form, and then you have examples of where he's completed an application form online. You get to the interview and they give you a paper form to complete.
Yeah.
His handwriting, if I had a pen, he would write like that. So when you're writing, to write your first name takes up half the page. He didn't have the fine motor skills to write I'm thinking, well, that already you've put him at a disadvantage. He can't fill that form in.
Yeah.
So it's little things like that I think employers just need. We're not asking you to change the world. We're just asking you to realise that this world is filled with different sorts of people. And one day, you may know somebody who's got a disability or a neurodiversity, who's going to want the exact same opportunities. So the best time to start is now. It's a big job, but I think little by little we can make those changes. And I think, for Luton, I think we really need to be the flagship and show that, yes, we have employers who do understand SEND and are doing our best to promote it.
Because you're actually
I'm really excited for you.
Yeah. You're promoting
really
what's actually like the thing that a person is best for. So it's in schools, everything is this, you have to finish this and do this and do this. Where autism, it doesn't come with that, or ADHD doesn't come with that. But if everyone's working on computers,
exactly,
especially for something like there's a lot of people that have been now known to be autistic or with ADHD that were actually the best at looking at different ways to do programming to actually find the faults in something. So I can see, like word searches, I will pick up things very, very quickly because that's the way my brain works. Whereas you have that in an actual job. You could be someone that's a detective, and there's a load of TV programs, but some of these TV programs are actually based in science, that you've got a detective that can find the thing that's related or the thing that's not related.
That's right.
And put those ideas together.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they may not got
Yes.
through
Yes. Exactly.
university. They may not have gone through an interview process properly because they've not
No.
got shown the skills that
No.
you think that you should be showing.
You're talking about Monk.
Exactly.
You're talking about Inspector Monk.
You've got Monk. You've got anything to do with the Watson series. You've got even like House, that like
Yes.
Oh
The other
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Those doctor.
the doctors and things. They
Yeah.
find these things because they're looking at what could relate to it. You're looking at I mean, like even like the 1% quiz.
Oh
Some
yeah.
of those
Love
you
that.
cannot answer at all. Others, within seconds, I've looked at it and
Hmm.
gone, yeah, see
Yeah,
that.
that's it.
Because
Hmm.
I can look at it different.
Yeah. 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 I hear you.
But isn't that the whole point though, isn't it? Is that anybody, as in employers, as in school, all of those things, they need to make sure that they're looking at this from a different perspective.
Yes.
It's not linear. You
It's
know,
not.
students do not learn the same. People at work do not learn the same.
No,
Everybody
they
does it
don't.
differently. They've got
Yeah.
to be a little bit more open to that and
Yeah.
realise that
Hmm.
actually, if you want to offer somebody some work, you need to do an interview that's slightly different. Don't
Yeah.
let them fill it in online and then you've got to fill it in by hand
Yeah.
when you get there.
Crazy.
That
Crazy.
doesn't help
And
anybody.
it goes back to
It is crazy.
the way that I explain it, because I like explaining with vision rather than anything else. The difference between an iPhone and an Android phone. You can both make phone calls. You can both go on the internet. You can both get apps that do the same thing, but the processing is completely different. And that is all that
Yeah.
Good way to put it.
autism is. It's the same way of doing things, but coming at it in a different
It's different.
direction.
That's different. Yeah.
It's not the program that's wrong. It's just the different way.
Exactly.
Yeah. I like that.
You know,
That's a good way.
for some of these employers that say they are, I don't know what language to use, but basically that they feel they're the bee's knees, that they're, you know, that they have a very diverse staff list, and that they can be very good for people with disabilities, etc.
Yeah.
If they subsequently behave the way with the experience that your son had, surely we should be able to question that mark when they put it, because you know they all put these little ticks on their website, don't they? Say that they're this compliant, they could do this and that.
Yeah. That's a good question. I have actually had experience where I've questioned their process of interviewing, not because, you know, oh, it's my little baby and he's so special, you need to give him a job. Not that. It's on behalf of every young person that might want to go for a job. Elijah went for a job at a place not far from here in Luton. He said on the form, yes, I have a disability. He said what that disability, I don't like the word disability, but he said what it was. He said what the reasonable adjustments were, which was he would need some time to process the questions being asked. Please speak slowly. If possible, I would like to have somebody with me to support me during my interview. Is that okay? They never got back to him and said that was okay. So I took him to the interview, expecting him to go in on his own because they didn't get back and say anything. But my son said, can my mum come with me to support me? He said yes. Asked the questions. Again, I had to step in and reword the questions. And during that interview, the man sat there and said to my son, I would like to give you a job, but I need to know that you're not going to need your mum with you every time. So I sat there thinking, what did you just say? What did you just say?
Wow.
You know, and I did say to him, look, we did ask you if he could have support. And you did say that I could come and support him because we didn't get any answer from you. I'm not expecting to be there with him. Has he not answered the questions the way? Does he not been okay? Oh yeah, brilliant. We just need to know that he's not going to need his hand being held. And I thought you would not say that.
Yeah.
To
that is
you
just so
wouldn't say, you
disrespectful.
can't. And then when it came to, again, and I'm not saying that this happens just for people with SEND. I think it happens to everybody. We'll get back to you. We will get back to you.
Yeah.
When can we expect to hear from you? Oh, give us 48 hours. That's fine. 2 days, no problem. We'll give it 3. 4 days, nothing. 5 days, nothing. Oh, right. What was his name again? Oh, what was the job again? Oh, sorry. Yes, yeah. That post has been filled. Oh, well, you said you'd call us. Well,
I think that one is across the board.
This has happened a good 4 or 5 times. A good 4 or 5 times. I've tried to contact head office to say about it. I've said, look, I will even help your staff with what, how to process applications and interviewing, the recruitment process for people with SEND. We're not saying we're special. We're just saying that, just like Shelley said, the process by which we will speak with you is different, but you're going to get the same outcome. They wouldn't apply for a job they don't think they can do.
Mm-hmm.
But the silence, the radio silence is deafening. It's deafening. So there are some shops where you go in and you will see, obviously there's someone there who's either hearing impaired, sight impaired, they may have ADHD or another hidden disability. That's fine. But it's very few and far between. Very few and far. One job said, we'd like to give him the job, but it would need to be back office. We can't have him customer facing.
And did they give a reason for that?
Why can't he be customer facing?
Because he's
most probably got more interaction and will be more empathetic with somebody else than
yeah.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah. So we have a long journey. It's a long thing. Like I said, I'm not expecting to change the world. Thankfully, both my boys are working now, so I could sit back and say, right, I'm fine, I'm okay. But no. In short, ladies,
no,
I'm the person that I wanted when I was at the start of my journey. Mm-hmm. I'm now that person.
Yeah.
So fine, my kids are working, they're okay. But there are those who have probably today just been told your child has this or your child has that. And they're standing there with a packet of papers and a load of websites to go and check, when what they want is someone to say, look, it's going to be okay. You're going to find this and you're going to experience that, but you're going to be fine. At the end of all of my videos, you'll see, Cecile, I say, keep going. You've got to keep going, because if you stop, you're the advocate for your child. You are the cheerleader for your child. And you'll find that there are other people also cheerleading for you. And that is what we want, to be the human side, not at the end of a website or the end of it's not that. We want to be there and help these families. They desperately need just to be heard and to be understood. That's it.
Wonderful. And just as you just said about there's other people as well, Shelley has all of this knowledge and everything, because it's her 2 nephews that she champions on a daily basis. Absolutely champions.
Wonderful.
It's not just
I see all the kids that were through fun. I see all the kids that were through fun and knowing some that could, some that couldn't, and it's the same with anything. When I say I'm an ally, it's an ally with a capital A, as in it's I'm actually doing stuff. So even if you're not in the room and I feel like that's wrong, I will say it. Might get me in trouble, but I'll say it. And I've done that a few times.
Fine. Fine.
Yeah.
Right,
yes,
so we need to end
ideas.
because time has gone by very quickly.
Yes, it has.
So it's been absolutely wonderful having you on, and we will have you back. You know,
thank you
just
so
let us
much.
know
Thank
if
you.
there's something that you're doing. No, seriously. Just let us know if you've got something that you want to share or whatever. Just let us know, and we will have you back on.
Thank you.
Because
Thank you.
That's the world that I worked in for many, many years. Shelley is there championing her nephews. You know, we are allies. We are allies. We will help in whatever way we can.
Yes, thank you.
So, yeah.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Cecile. Thank you, Shelley. Thank you, Nico. Thank you.
Great. It was nice meeting you.
You guys are doing great.
I just think, you know, doing is wonderful.
Thank you very much. Yeah. I look forward to sharing with you the next steps, letting you know what's going on. Thank you.
Wonderful. Just before we go, so have we got anything else to share? Have we got Real Talk next week, Shelley?
We've got Real Talk next week, so it's not tonight. It is next week. Yeah.
Next week.
Not tonight. It's going to be next week instead. And we will be back next week at the same time. Hopefully the weather will be a bit better.
Hopefully.
But we're back. It's 2026.
Scary.
Right. See you all then.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.